Hi everybody. Today we're looking at multiplication with the grid and front end method with really large numbers. We're looking at a 2-digit number multiplying a 3-digit number. Grid method I'm going to talk through first, then I'll talk about the front end method. Okay, first up, with the grid method we number split using our place value. So you can see my 35 is 30 and 5. Yeah, and my 267 is 267. I create the number of columns that I need and the number of rows that I need. So 2-digit number needs 2 rows against a 3-digit number of 3 columns. The red is my thinking of what I'm actually doing in that box. 200 times 30. So I've got 200 times 30. I could go 200 times 3, which I know is 600. And then it's not just 3, it's 3 tens, so I've got to remember that. 60 times 30, I could go 60 doubled and then add another 60. Or I could go 60 times 3 if I knew what that was, which I happen to know. But it's not just 3, it's 3 tens, so I've got to remember that. 7 30s. 7 times 3 is 21, and I have to remember it's 3 tens, so I can't forget that. 200 times 5, 2 5s are 10, and I have to remember this 2 was 2 hundredths, so I've got to remember that I'm multiplying by hundreds, not just 2. 60 times 5, 6 5s are 30. The 60 is a 10, so I've got to remember that I've got my 10s there. And 7 5s are 35. And then I'm just going to add them all up. Now I can add them up this way, or if I needed to, I could lay them out. Let's see how I go. I've got 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. I'm going to add these two together to give me 9,000. Just ticking the ones I've used so I can remember. 9,000. Okay, now I'm into my 9,300. And I've got 10 and 35 left. So 9,345, and I've used all of those. Let's move over to the front end method. Same problem. Yep, see my 35 and my 267, I'm multiplying against them. Front end means that I am starting at the front end. I've recorded my thinking to show you what I'm doing here. I'm starting with 200 and I'm going to multiply it by 30. I'm going to do all my 30s, you'll notice. First up, my 200, my 60 and my 7. Yeah? So 200 multiplied by 30 was my 6,000. 60 times 30 my 1800. Notice that in this layout I'm getting all my ones and all my tens and all my hundreds lined up, and then I've got a thousands column I'm creating as well. That's going to help me at the end when I add up so I don't make any mistakes. 7 times 30 is my 210. I've deliberately put that dotted line there just to show you my thinking that I'm now moving into my 5. So I've multiplied everything by 30 and now I'm multiplying everything by 5. 200 by 5, starting at the front end again, is my 1,000. 60 times 5 is my 300. And 7 times 5 is my 35. Yep. So I've now multiplied everything out by 5. I've done all of my multiplying. I now need to just add it all together. See how I've kept them straight in columns so it's easy. Got 10 and 13. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9,345. Your job is to have a go at multiplying a 2-digit number by a 3-digit number using the grid and the front end method.